So I tried making drum content before, and every time it felt like it got no views and it just like my videos went nowhere. Just hours of work for a video that literally nobody ever saw. I kept starting and stopping, and I'd get motivated and I'd post for a few days, and then I'd go weeks or even months without posting, and it really just was not sustainable when I'm trying to grow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And then in the meantime, I see all these other drummers just posting all the time, every day, and gaining followers like crazy. And I kept thinking, like, how are they doing this? Are they editing everything on their phones? Are they posting manually every single day? Because I tried that and it's exhausting and it doesn't work. And so when I looked for help, basically almost every video I found on the internet was about growing TikTok followings as a musician, but it was tailored towards bands. But like, what about drummers? What about instrumentalists? What about people just trying to find gigs, teaching opportunities, or even brand deals? So that's why I made this video. I want to show you exactly how I went from 88 followers on TikTok to nearly 6,000 in just 3 months without paying for ads or spending all day on my phone. Let's get into it. So let me back up. I tried posting drum content and it was so exhausting, like I said before. I was so inconsistent with it. I'd go weeks, months without posting anything at all, and then I'd post a bunch of stuff and I would wonder why these videos never took off. And when I did get the motivation to make a video, I'd set up multiple mics, position different camera angles, get everything recording at the same time. I'd play my take and I'd grab all the SD cards and head to the computer. From there, I had to mix the drum audio, import all the video files from different cards, bring everything into DaVinci Resolve just for a 30-second clip. And I'd spend forever trying to sync everything together, make all cool kind of edits. And it just took way too long for posting a single video on TikTok. Looking back, my biggest mistake was focusing way too much on the production value instead of efficiency. Short form videos for TikTok don't really need 4 different camera angles shot with like pro level DSLR cameras. You really just need one good looking shot with decent audio. And to no one's surprise, I burned out trying to do this and I was stuck at 88 followers. So in April 2025, I tried to do something a little bit different. But before I started making videos, I kind of had to figure out what content actually worked. So who did I look to? None other than the groove father of drumming himself, El Estepario. He's probably one of the most successful drummers on social media ever. I went ahead and watched his most viewed TikTok and immediately saw why it worked. Take a look at this clip here. The shot is super clean, there's no clutter, just a side view showing him, his kick, snare, cymbals. He's got his kit kind of stripped down a little bit, just keeping the most important stuff in frame. Occasionally he glances at the camera, after some fills, he twirls his sticks. Oh, and there's also a cowbell sitting on his snare, kind of his signature thing. Now, I'm not advocating that you copy his style, but you have to come up with something like that. So if you're gonna be posting drum covers, there needs to be something in your video that makes it stand out. Now, this may seem obvious at first glance, but just something like a visual hook, a cool vibe, something unexpected happening. You need to stop people from scrolling. You need to catch them immediately. So while I was doing research, trying to figure out what kind of videos I was gonna make, I started seeing a lot of drummers showing themselves playing from a POV perspective. They kind of show what it feels like to be a drummer. Like if you're a non-drummer, you could kind of experience what it's like to be behind the kit. Most of these videos had terrible audio quality and the playing wasn't the greatest, but it didn't matter because they were doing remarkable numbers. So I figured if I could sneak in with better audio quality, maybe some different song choices, and different types of drum setups, maybe I could create a space for my own content here. The idea was simple. I'm gonna post one POV drum video every single day. I'm gonna track what works and what doesn't, and then I'll refine as I go. On April 16th of this year, I had 88 followers. 2 weeks later, I was over 300. A few weeks after that, I was pushing 3,000, and it just kept going. As of recording this video, we are sitting at over 6,000 followers on TikTok. So the biggest change that I made to everything, I stopped trying to make perfect videos. I built a system that lets me create content fast. From a high level, here's what it looks like. I run my drum mics into a mixer, then route that mix into the Yamaha EAD10. So I record on my iPhone, and I also have a GoPro on my head that I record at the same time. I don't have to mix the audio. That's the great part. Once it's shot on the phone, that's the audio, and we're good to go. The only thing I have to do in post, I have to sync the GoPro footage with the iPhone audio. I can now record like 10 TikTok videos in like 2 hours, start to finish. The only problem is like picking the songs that I want to cover. That all has to be done in advance. And if you don't have any of the gear that I use, you can still shoot video and audio with your phone and sync music when editing the video together. But here's the real game changer that kind of took my system to the next level. Once all the videos are edited and I've got them in a folder, I upload them to a software called Post Planner. Now, I'm sure you've heard of other social media content schedulers before. This one has powerful features I have not seen in any other tool. It's also the reason I didn't burn out halfway through this case study. Let me give you a quick couple-minute walkthrough on how the software works. So in my case, I only use one master content bucket, and that bucket is set to publish whatever's inside of it at 11 a.m. daily, not just to TikTok, but to Instagram and YouTube as well. Content buckets are essentially folders inside the tool where you can drop content you've created. The cool part is I can shuffle each social media plan so that each platform gets a different video at 11 a.m. Kind of keeps things fresh across all 3 of my channels. When you go to upload your videos, you'll create the title and description for all your connected social media accounts at once. So you don't have to write it multiple times. It'll auto-populate for every single account. You can then go in and make tweaks per account. So the other thing that's cool too is you can create multiple buckets that are tied to different times on your calendar. So for example, posts in your POV covers bucket can go out at 11 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. Posts in your drum fills breakdowns bucket can go out at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and maybe posts in your video game covers bucket could go out on Saturdays and Sundays at 11 a.m. This system is so powerful because you don't have to think about what time posts are going out. You just drop a clip into the bucket, write a little caption, and it's already done. Like, you don't have to think about going into the software ever, you know, like the day of. Every other content scheduler I have tried has been so unbelievably convoluted, and it doesn't need to be that way. So if you're watching this and want to implement something similar to my strategy, here's exactly what I would do to start. First thing I want you to do is make 30 videos before posting anything. I want you to batch all of these together and get them ready. Then you're gonna upload all 30 of them to Post Planner in one bucket. Then you're gonna set a posting schedule. I'd recommend 1 post per day to start. Once your schedule is live, your content will begin rolling out automatically. And then here's the best part. If you make 30 videos by September 1st, you'll have enough content rolling out scheduled to keep your account active until October 1st. That means you can use the rest of September to create your next batch of content. You're not gonna get burned out, and it's not gonna feel like a big scramble at the end of the month. This is how the pros stay consistent without having to be on their phone editing all the time. If you're a drummer or other musician trying to grow on social media and you hate manually posting like I do, cannot recommend Post Planner enough. It's linked below. It's the exact tool that I use to stay consistent, and you'll help support the channel if you check out the software. So even after streamlining my entire process, I kind of still questioned whether anyone would care about what I was posting. The doubts are constant, and they still exist to this day. I mean, there are thousands of drummers out there who are way faster than me, way flashier, way more technical, and just way better than me. And honestly, I've quit before because that self-comparison really crushed my momentum. I just kept showing up and just stuck to my plan because I said, like, let's post for 3 months and just see what happens. On May 23, I had kind of a breakout moment. I posted a Lars Ulrich meme. It's me playing on a metal trash can along with Saint Anger, and that went over 1 million plays on multiple platforms. So that was kind of where the bulk of my growth came from. And to be honest, looking back on that, I probably could have done more videos with the metal trash can snare drum. Maybe that's something I'll experiment with and try using it again in a couple more videos. But I see a lot of accounts, especially on Instagram, that fall into this trap where they start posting one type of content and that's the only thing that they can do moving forward. Something else to consider is, like, who are you making videos for? Are you making videos for drummers, or are you making them kind of for general music fans? Drummers kind of want grooves, breakdowns, gear tips, and then you got music fans who want entertainment and stuff they can share. So for me, I try to aim for a little bit of both, but ultimately it's kind of up to you how you want to frame your videos. If you're posting short form videos to TikTok, don't just post to TikTok, post everywhere. You do not want to be stuck in one place, especially with all of the stuff that's going on with TikTok and the potential new app that's gonna be available for US users only, start diversifying. The reason I've been able to stick with this and continue the case study and grow as much as I have is because I eliminated all of the bottlenecks that were in my process. If you're serious about growing your following on different short form social media apps, you gotta build a system that you're gonna stick to. Get your rig dialed, get an iPhone, Yamaha E8010, batch your content, schedule it with Post Planner, and stick with it. If this helped you, hit subscribe. If you wanna connect with me or other drummers and content creators, I've just launched a Discord server where we can grow together, we can share content, tips, strategies, links in the description, come hang. And by the way, if you wanna try Post Planner, the affiliate link is down below as well. Keep drumming, guys. Remember, just post.